Welcome to What's Your Ministry podcast with your host, Shamika the Real McCoy. We're not just a podcast, we're a community for McCoy Solutions University, an online platform for digital creators, business owners, entrepreneurs, and students looking to connect education and faith based strategies by combining their personal and professional life to speak one language ministry in the marketplace. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone doing today?
I've never it's time to go live, right? And then she gets this error message saying your LinkedIn live event has been deleted. And if it was me in charge, we would have just gone back to bed. We would call it a day, take a nap, try again another time. But Shamika's like grabbing her phone and doing things and posting and now here we are and it's happening. And I'm amazed. It took like 2 weeks to plan this event and then she did it all over again in like 15 minutes. And Shamika, I have so much respect for you right now. I just want everyone to know how incredible you are.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm super excited about that. So, I guess when you've done marketing a few times behind the scene, like myself, I'm a digital marketer. And so moving behind the scenes has its benefits. So, I'm super grateful for that. Before I introduce Cal, I'm going to share a little bit about myself. I am a digital marketing and ministry consultant. I specialize in connecting vision to purpose using digital marketing. And those platforms that I utilize that on is using email marketing campaigns. I am a certified partner with HubSpot myself with the Education Partner Program. Super excited to be a member and to the students that's enrolling in the partnership that I have with LSUS with growing your business online. And so Kyle is going to share today some different fun things with HubSpot. I want to share a little bit of his bio before we get started. So, sharing a little bit about Cal is that he works with HubSpot. I love this platform. And to be honest with you guys, I've been using it for a few years now. He's an inbound sales professional and he offers free online courses through HubSpot Academy. This platform gives you the opportunity to gain certifications with inbound sales. You're able to do different content management. There's sales software on there, CRM systems that you can use. And so through Cal's tenure with HubSpot, he's had over 2 million views in the past 12 months alone using this hashtag HubSpot tips and tricks. So I'm actually going to put that hashtag in the chat with you. So anytime you're using HubSpot and you want to share some of your tips and tricks with us, make sure that you add that in. So I'm going to pass the mic over to Cal and he's going to do a presentation today.
Yeah. And before I jump into it, I'd love to just share with you all a little bit that this education partner program that Shamika is a part of is I think it's so cool. I think it's one of the most exciting things HubSpot is doing. We're partnering with marketing departments of universities and colleges all around the world. We've got hundreds of them, and we give them free access to HubSpot tools, which I'll show you in a minute what those look like. But also these academy courses can be used in your curriculum. And all those professors who are partners in this program share curriculum with each other and a syllabi and all these things. And it's a really great community to be a part of. If you're in higher ed, if you're teaching marketing or sales, if you're at one of the few universities that teaches sales or anything in that vein, anything sort of business related, we probably have some courses and resources that would be useful to you. It's a free program to be a part of. You just apply and get in, and we're really hoping to help inspire the next generation of marketers and give them the tools they need to come out of school ready to take a real job. So I think it's so great you're a part of that, Shamika, that the opportunities that just the ingenuity of marketing professors around the world blows me away. There's a university here in New England where the capstone project for their marketing degree is basically the students act as a marketing agency. They find a local business and they use the free HubSpot tools we give them, and they build a website and bring the business online in the course of a semester or a year, right? And they get that real world experience, which is so much better than reading a textbook and answering some multiple choice questions, And I mean, again, just today, Shamika has shown how adaptive, how agile a marketer has to be to survive, right? That's not the sort of stuff lectures and readings are going to teach you. You got to get that hands-on experience, and we're really hoping to help provide that. So, if you aren't familiar with HubSpot, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here and just show you around a little bit. So I as Shamika mentioned, I teach sales related things. So HubSpot has a CRM and some sales tools in here. We also have marketing tools, as you can see here. We have customer service tools. It's meant to be this full platform for all of your customer facing interactions. And where we are here is dashboard, a reporting dashboard. This is the sort of thing you would typically see when you first log into HubSpot. But one thing you'll quickly learn about HubSpot if you're unfamiliar is that we are very interested in integrating with the rest of your tech stack. And so these reports here are reports from HubSpot, but this is just a Google deck I have embedded here. This is a LinkedIn post I have pulled in. This is just some text with a video I embedded. If there's anything you want your team or your students or whoever using the system to be aware of and to have top of mind, these dashboards are really flexible, and you can put things here and you can resize them to make more space, and you can just have this be your source of truth for all the things that are going on in your business, which I think is so cool. To give you a little bit of insight into the sales side, since that's what my specialty is, I really want to focus on what salespeople do. And we've seen a lot of, in the education partner program, students will be a part of like alumni associations or other fundraising efforts for their university or college. And HubSpot can work great for that. That's a really great use if you're in this education partner program and you're getting these tools for free. You can team up that way and have your students get real world exposure to using these tools in the safety of the classroom. And so one of our sales tools a lot of people like is called Sequences. And this is just it began as an email automation tool where you could just send automatic emails, but we've expanded it so that you can do a lot of things. I don't have LinkedIn Sales Navigator, but if you did, you could automate LinkedIn tasks, right? Remind people to send connection requests or in-mails. But if we just want to do like a call sequence, right? Call, contact, we could add that there, and we could add as many of these as we want to add, and it'll just be a sequence of day one, do this thing, day two, do this thing. You can adjust how frequently it happens. But if we call this, our alumni outreach sequence, right? You would probably make it longer than this, have more than 2 steps, but to save you the joy of watching me just add steps, we'll pretend I already did that. And once you have that, HubSpot at its heart has a contacts database. And this is just a list of the people you're interacting with, right? Whether that's donors that you're seeking donations from, or customers if you're a business, or whoever it is. The people end up in here in a variety of ways. They may be filling out forms, or live chatting with you, or visiting your website, or being on sales calls. However they get here, you can filter this list in real time based on any of the information that's stored in the CRM. So, right, if I just want to see the contacts that are assigned to me, I can do that, and it instantly updates, right? And if I only want to see the ones that we have this contact unworked, right? These are the ones I have not made contact with yet. Great. In just a few clicks, I've now whittled down my list of hundreds of contacts to these 7. So now if I want to add them to that sequence that I haven't connected my email. If I had integrated my email with this particular demo account, I would be able to bulk add those sequences here. And then what would happen is that it would create all those tasks for me. And HubSpot has this task management system. There are no tasks in here right now. There's some. And you can just work through these, right? Like a playlist. So if I hit start 11 tasks, we'll just skip that one and that one. it will bring me right to the record of the person I need to call or email or whatever the task is having me do, right? This is a company page. I can see the history of what we've done with this company. I can see information about it. I can go even deeper if I want to view who else is working this account and what the last bits of contact were. And I can, from right here, I can make phone calls, or I can send emails, or if you're really fancy, you want to use LinkedIn or other integrations, that can all happen from right here. So HubSpot just becomes this one spot for your sales team or whoever the people seeking donations to reach out and make connection with people, and to have it all recorded in this chronological timeline here in the middle. So that's kind of this outreach piece. And on top of that, HubSpot has lots of reporting and different things that you can use.
Cal, before you move further, can I share a point?
Yeah.
I actually use this CRM system myself, and I want to share some tips and tools that I found really helpful. It's right here where he's at. You can also see when people open your emails. So
Yes.
any information that you're sending that's really good. You can share like a few documents. Like if you are a business owner, this is really good for business owners. If you're a small business owner and you're looking for a platform to host your customer relationship management tool, you can schedule and it gives you daily reminders. HubSpot has an app as well. So I have
Yeah.
the app. You can use that app as well. And you also can schedule like a listing of people that you choose to call to do follow-up systems in your sales process or with gaining your business. People need to be in contact with you at least 7 different times to be
Yeah.
able to call your product before they purchase it. So this system places everything. And another thing that I love about this system that Cal is showing as well is I love where you can track your pipeline. So if
Yeah.
you pick a client, if you could show that, Cal, when you
Yeah.
pick someone, you could track where they're at in that lead process system. Are they at the beginning phase? You made one contact. Have they moved? Have you pitched your package? Then do you have to do a follow-up next? And then once you secure the sale, you can move them over into your sales process, and HubSpot calculates a running total, a cumulative total of the sales that you bring into your business. So Cal's going to show a little bit of that. I just want
Yeah.
to squeeze in and share that info
No,
because
I
I love this system.
I love your enthusiasm for it. We hope that it's enjoyable to use, that it makes things easier for you. Shamika mentioned, that it tracks your emails and whether they've been opened. All of that, you don't have to be inside the CRM for that to work. If you use Gmail or Outlook on your computer to send your emails, you can install a little HubSpot integration, and all of that will be recorded in the CRM automatically. No salesperson wants to manually enter information into a CRM. That's just not something a salesperson wants to do. Salespeople want to sell. They want to be on the phone. They want to be building relationships. They want to be doing that job. And the administrative work just burns them out. But if you can have a system that's automatically recording as much of that as possible, then they can just focus on the thing they're good at, the thing you're paying them to do. And the system kind of takes care of the administrative work for them. So this is a deal pipeline, like Shamika was mentioning. Deals in a lot of CRMs are called opportunities. These are basically just your sales in progress. And these columns you're seeing here: appointment scheduled, qualify to buy, presentation scheduled. These are the default stages inside of HubSpot, but these are fully customizable. You can add as many stages as you want. You can call them whatever you want. And then your reps, as they're working on their deals, they can just drag and drop them from spot to spot, right? So I have an appointment scheduled with Wells Fargo for this $7,000 deal, hypothetically. After that, once I've had a call with them and I've determined they are qualified to buy, I can just drag and drop it to the next one over. And if you want to require certain information to be filled in, like I've added this competitor property, is Wells Fargo using a competitor or meeting with a competitor right now? We want to have that information right now. I can just add that. And so the steps of my sales process or my outreach process or my donor acquisition process, whatever you're using this for, can be built in. So the salesperson or whoever is using this doesn't have to hold all that information in their head, right? The system is reminding them every step of the way. Don't forget, you need to collect this piece of information. Now the next step is to schedule a presentation, right? Work on that. And I can just kind of look in here and I can add these color-coded dots for priority, right? We just want to make it as easy as possible for reps to see in a glance where they should be spending their effort. And so that's the deal pipeline. Thanks for bringing that up, Shamika. This really is a crucial part of I mean, if you have a sales team using HubSpot, this is going to be where they do the bulk of their work. And there's lots of ways to customize this page to make it match your needs. But that is a crucial element of this. And so that's the deal pipeline. When you're, regardless of whether you've got deals in process or you're working primarily with contacts or you're just getting started and you're trying to get people into this database, we have reports across the board to help with this. And that's another area where we've tried to make things as easy as possible. So on the sales side, there are a couple of these you might be interested in. One is the forecast tool, which is here if you are a goal-driven organization, right? If you have sales reps who have to hit a quota, for example, you can set that up inside of HubSpot. And here you can track how people are progressing toward that goal attainment, right? And this bar turns green as they get closer to that goal. You can look at this. If you use fiscal years that are different than the calendar year, you can set that up in HubSpot. Or if you just want to look at this calendar month, you can do that too. And if you want to drill into a specific user, you can see there. If I had any deals assigned to me that were closing this month, they would appear here, and I can see how I'm performing against my goal. So this is a kind of an area where you can come in and coach your reps, and you can check in with them and see how they're doing, see if they're making significant progress toward their goal, or if they're stuck. You now have an opportunity as a leader to coach and train them and help them get unstuck, which is the best thing a sales manager can do for their team. Additionally, if we go into this section called analytics tools, we have this sales analytics section, which I think is just every sales manager's dream. I don't know that for sure. I've never been a sales manager myself. But sometimes building reports of sales actions can be very difficult. It can be very complicated to decide what pieces of data you want to use. All of this just comes standard inside of HubSpot. You can see we have 3 categories of reports here: coaching reports, forecasting reports, and outcome reports. And these are just built. They're just ready to go. You don't have to do anything. And so if you want to look at historical snapshots, you can see what your pipeline looked at like at a particular point in the past, which is something that's very hard or almost impossible to do unless you're thinking to record it along the way. HubSpot's just taking care of that for you. Similarly, deal pipeline waterfall. You can see how your pipeline is increasing and decreasing over the course of a particular amount of time and what's going into that, right? So my pipeline increased because these deals were created, and it increased some more because the amount, the forecasted price of these deals increased. But then some decreased and some got pushed. That means that I said they were going to close this month or quarter, and now I changed my mind. They're going to close next month or quarter. And then there's some we lost, and then there's some we won. And in this case, like, we started and ended at the same point, but that won't always be the case. You can see what's driving the changes in your pipeline. I mentioned deal pushes. If you can look at deal push rate, and look, Kyle Jepson here has pushed 16 deals recently, which is way more than anyone else in this account. We should sit down with Kyle and see what's going on over there. What are these deals he keeps pushing from month to month? Are they real deals? Are they actually going to close? Is he just too nervous to declare that they've been lost and move on to different things? These are giving you deep insights into how your sales team is working, and helps a manager know where to focus their efforts to help the team perform better. And there are I'm not going to show you all these because, as you can see, there are a whole lot of reports over here. And for every single one of them, if you don't know what they mean, right?
Are you looking for a coach who understands that you're building a business to serve a purpose and make an impact on people's lives? Perhaps your business needs a chief brand evangelist to positively represent your products and services in today's marketplace. If you've answered yes, it's no coincidence you have come to the right place. More like a divine connection. McCoy Marketing Solutions is more than a traditional marketing firm. We advocate for your business with integrated marketing concepts, connecting biblical principles to business concepts, and directly target your market with the real McCoy. This is done by providing digital marketing solutions through marketing consultations, brand management, event marketing planning, and social media marketing planning as well. Click the link in the show notes to join McCoy Solutions University Kingdompreneur community. Then introduce yourself with a free 30-minute discovery phone call today. Now back to the show.
If you're looking at deal velocity and I don't know what deal velocity means, there's this about this report section over here. And we'll explain. Here's what's covered. Here's how to use this chart. Here's what property are used, and here's some definitions of properties involved. This way, the sales managers themselves are upskilling and learning and becoming better at their ability to lead and coach a team because they're getting this data and they're being taught what it means. We hope that HubSpot isn't just a tool to help you keep doing sales and marketing the way you've always done it, but a tool that'll actually help you learn and improve in your professional life and help your company grow better. And that's a big part of why we have HubSpot Academy. It's just free training for anyone who wants it. You don't have to be a HubSpot customer. We just want to transform the way the world does business. We believe business should be all about human connections and none of this like forcing people, stiff arming them into buying something they're not sure they want. It should be a collaborative relationship on both sides, the seller and the buyer coming together and helping each other achieve their goals. And a big part of that is just learning to understand how your sales team is doing and what helps you do better and what makes you do worse and how to lean into your strengths and improve your weaknesses. So those are a few things I wanted to share with you. I can't see the chat, Shamika. Are any questions coming in?
I am looking at the chat. We don't have any questions. I made a few comments. I did want to share a few things about the sales report. As a
Okay.
marketing coach, I utilize sales reports when working with clients to help them make business decisions like viewing each quarter. So your sales also too, if you have multiple products and you're selling multiple different products, you can track all of those things here as well. And your sales help you to see, you showed a report before this, what exactly you're selling. So you might, it helps you make executive decisions when moving forward in your marketing base as well. So let's just say you have a product that's not selling as great, and you're able to review it on these type of reports. Who's placing those sales, and then see is that something that you need to wean out. As a business owner, our responsibility is to provide solutions to our clients. And so we have so many products and they're not being as effective. It might be time to kind of wing those products out, bring new ones in, and then these sales reports can help you make those decisions. So those are some of the things that I love, especially working with clients, is looking at their reports. And so this
Yeah,
good insight is really helpful.
and I love hearing you say that. I wish more marketers would think about sales reports and that more salespeople would listen to marketers' insights into what the market is like, and also customer service representatives. Where are customers unhappy? And if those three teams could work together and communicate, your business would grow so much faster, right? Because so often what happens is the marketing team comes up with, really catchy positioning statements and value statements about the product, but then the sales team has come up with their own independent talk track, and it might be sometimes in conflict with what marketing said, and then neither team is talking to customer service to learn how the products actually work and whether customers like them. And so the customers keep kind of getting jerked around from like, oh, marketing said it would be like this, but then sales said it would be like this, and then I actually bought it and it was this third way. If you can get those three teams in alignment and all kind of promising the same thing and pulling in the same direction and giving a unified experience to your customers, those customers are going to love you. They're going to be so amazed at how good you treated them that they're going to go out and tell their friends like, hey, you should do business with Shamika here. Like she took good care of me. And then your customers become an extension of your marketing team, right? And they're going out
They
and
become your
spreading.
brand ambassadors. That's the goal.
Yeah,
That's the goal of marketing, is that to have someone to replicate you, to
yeah,
duplicate
exactly.
you. And so you want brand ambassadors because word of mouth travels fast. And I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I love marketing so much, I majored in it twice. And of all the marketing that I've studied, word of mouth is still the best form of marketing. So,
Yeah,
what your customers say about you on your Google reviews or on your website, on your reviews in digital platforms, this is can make or break your business. And
yeah.
so those are things to take a look at and to take consideration. And another thing I want to encourage you guys with is that whatever those reviews could be, you can always turn those reviews around as
Yeah.
constructive criticism and using this it back into your business. And so in marketing, we like to do focus groups. And so in focus groups, you're able to gain feedback from some are actually live customers. You're gaining feedback and engagement, do different, and you could throw in those meetings some of the things that's going on in your sales. They don't have to know it, but you're incorporating this information to collect information. This is part of your marketing research to help you make decisions. You have to have information
Yeah.
from customers to make decisions in business. And so these reports and these platforms help you to do that.
Yeah,
Um,
and I love so many things you said. I think the power of the word of mouth is only going to increase, right? We're getting more, like, social networks are becoming such a part of how we interact. And I think of, like, I could come up with a few examples of you, like cable companies and internet providers, right? Who will have advertisements saying award-winning customer service, but all my friends hate them, right? Because they've had such miserable customer service experiences. And who do I believe? The billboard or my friends? I always believe my friends, right? If my friends say don't do business with this company, they ripped me off, I'm going to remember that no matter what their advertising says. But on the other hand, when someone I trust says, hey, this company did great. Wow, I had such a great experience with them. That gets me curious. That gets me interested. That makes me go to their website and see what their marketing says, and see if there's a reason to do business with them. But I love what you said, Shamika, that a bad review is not the end of the story, right? If I'm on a review site and someone says, I went to this restaurant and I had a terrible experience, and if the restaurant has responded and said, we're so sorry, DM us and we'll give you a gift certificate and let's make this right. Then I realize that's a company that cares, right? No company's gonna make every single customer interaction perfect, right? We all make mistakes. We're all humans. There are misunderstandings. Sometimes you're gonna have unhappy customers, but if you can use that as an opportunity to learn and grow and incorporate that feedback into your strategies, people will see that and they'll reward you for that too. So I think all of that is so smart.
right, right, right. So I'm just glancing in the chat here to see if we have any questions. We are good on our time. I wanted to know, Kyle, can you share a little bit more in the marketing tab? Because I
Yeah,
really
let's do it.
share a little bit more of the marketing. That would give some great insight.
Yeah. So HubSpot, one I think where I like to start with that is HubSpot. I'm always tempted to say, that our marketing tools and our sales tools are integrated, but that's not exactly accurate because they're just the same tools. So this contacts database I showed you, where all my sales contacts are, this is the same database that all my marketing contacts are. If people are interacting with my social media, if they're opening my marketing emails and clicking on links, all of that is recorded in this same space. There's not a sales database and a marketing database that are separate. It's all one database underneath, which opens up so many powerful opportunities for the way that all those marketing interactions can feed into your sales interactions, and to Shamika's point, vice versa, right? You can see who's buying and maybe market to people like that in the future. So in the marketing tab, we have a variety of things. So HubSpot has the ability for you to build your website. It also has social media tools and ads capabilities, and then there's email marketing. And so I will be honest with you, design is not my strong point. If you would not want to hire me to create an email for you, but the great thing about HubSpot, you can have multiple brands inside of HubSpot. That's what you're seeing here. It makes it pretty easy. So if we just want to create a regular email here, first of all, there's a whole marketplace of templates, which I should use. As you can see, my design efforts here are pretty sad. Not a lot of color, not a lot going on. But if I just, we'll just grab this simple one here. And this is test email for Shamika, right? We create this email. Here is the, wait for it, editing interface inside of HubSpot. So you can just click on things and edit them right here. This is how it's going to look. You can see you can pull in, because this is connected to your CRM, right? Because this is part of your CRM, we can pull in information from in this case, we're pulling in a person's first name, but we could pull in company information and anything they're associated with, to make this as personalized as possible. And as we design it, we can, I don't know, we can
As
add
you're,
all these
desi-
different
as
parts.
you're designing it, Cal, I want to share a few things, being
Yeah,
that email marketing is in my background. So
yeah,
when you have when you're creating a campaign, and so a campaign is usually connected to a sales funnel for a specific goal. And so inside of your email marketing campaigns, you want to make sure you have catchy titles to gain attentions, to grab attentions, to draw the customer in. You use this with your heading. You're also using merge tags. You could change it from their first name, last name, company name, that'll automatically grab their attention using their name. You want to use their name multiple times if you can. You
mm,
also want to use hyperlinks. If you're connecting someone to a landing page and you're tracking SEO, what different things that they clicked on in your marketing, these are tools on how you do that. And so
yeah,
you want to use call to actions as well. And call to actions, if you don't tell customers what to do, where to go, what solutions are you solving, telling them what to do, they sometimes get lost. Like, oh my
yeah,
God, this is a lot of information. So you want to make sure that you're putting call to actions inside of your emails, and then make it easy for them. Click this link, share this, connect with us on social, share this out. You're saying specific words, learn more here. You're saying
yeah,
specific words to grab their attention to move forward. So that's
yeah,
just a good tip or tool to know, to share with having
yeah.
inside of campaigns.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned campaigns because we've done a lot of work on the campaign section here recently. I think this has been the fastest evolving part of our marketing tools in the past 6 months. And you hopefully you do create emails inside of HubSpot, and hopefully you do create ads, and hopefully you create web pages. But hopefully, the bigger hope is that all those things are somehow connected, right? You are trying to accomplish something, and you're using all these different channels and assets to accomplish that goal. And that's what campaigns are for. You can connect these things to each other. And what we've created recently are campaign templates, right? So if you're like me, obviously not a marketing guru, can't even figure out how to design an email. If we're creating a campaign, maybe we want to promote an online event, right? I'm doing something with Shamika. I'd like to promote this event. Look, we're gonna call this, lunch chat with Shamika. I'm sorry, I cannot type. And we create this campaign, and look what it gives me. Look, now it's all laid out for me, right? Well, we're going to need a registration form, right? If people are going to come to an event, we need them to register. We need a landing page for that form to go on. We're going to need follow-up emails, right? Both a confirmation email for when they first register, and then like a reminder email, hey, this event's starting soon. And then workflows are our automation tool for all these things. So once you've designed the email, you're going to create the workflow that is triggered, send the confirmation email after they fill out this form, and then wait until a day before the event and send a reminder email, right? Let's create some social posts, an ad campaign, an email to gain feedback after it's over, right? All these things you might not think about are just laid out here. And because all these things are in HubSpot, let's create a form, right? And we can start by, I actually do have a registration form already created. So I can just say, I'm going to use my standard registration form, right? But if I wanted to create a new one, I could. And then build your landing page, right? Do I have a landing page I want to use? Looks like no. Okay, I'll go create a landing page. This becomes a to-do list to make sure you're not missing anything. And this is just a standard template, right? If you are good at marketing and actually this is not the process we use, and I'm not it's not an event I'm promoting, it's a new product launch, you could create a campaign with all the necessary assets in it and track them together and see how they're performing. And so that's really the promise of HubSpot, that because all these tools are in one system and all talking with each other, you can track them together and make sure nobody's slipping through the cracks.
I love that. I love that. I love that. A few things I wanted to ask you about, Cal, is that is there an integration system here that you can show, like connecting with um, MailChimp or connecting with other platforms that you can integrate into HubSpot as well?
Sure. Let's so up here in the main navigation, there's this little, I don't know what it is. I think it's supposed to be a shop front or something. It's our marketplace tab. And we have an asset marketplace. So if you want to, get some email templates like I haven't done yet, or if you want to find a partner to help you build things, but our app marketplace is what Shamika is referring to. And if we go there, we have I don't even know how many apps right now. If we go to all categories, we have 1,300 different systems that HubSpot can integrate with. I think, did you say MailChimp? We do
Yes.
have MailChimp in here. And so this is a data sync integration, which means it's a real-time two-way sync. We're looking at information in MailChimp, and we're looking at the information in HubSpot. And anytime something changes in either of those spots, it'll change in both places. HubSpot will keep it up to date in both ways. And there's options there. You can make it just push one direction or the other if you don't want it going both ways. But basically, you can look this over. We try to make all of our integrations as transparent as possible. We require our integration partners to publish their pricing here. Sometimes some softwares don't want to publish their prices. They're afraid you won't buy from them if they do. But we've gotten, the likes of Microsoft and other big companies like that to get their pricing here public on our pages, which is pretty great. And if you decide, yep, this is what I want to do, you just click a button to install the app. I don't have a MailChimp account to connect, so we won't get very far here. But it's fairly straightforward to just connect and
It is. So I have mine connected as well. And also one of the integration places is WordPress. And
yeah,
so that's what my website is created in. And so I use it with WordPress as well. I had it on there before, but HubSpot had where you can add in a live chat on your website.
yeah,
HubSpot
yeah,
has a lot of cool features, guys. And so when someone comes to the website, they say, "Hey, how you doing? I'm interested in this product." Immediately, they would shoot me an email. I could create engagement right then with them and communicate and then move forward. There's a lot of built-in resources that are available through HubSpot. I just take advantage of them because they're
good.
available resources, and resources help you build and grow and expand. And without having the educational knowledge or the information, you definitely could be missing out on moving forward. So I find that
Yeah.
that's a great piece that I love as well.
Yeah, I know we're
That
coming up on time here, but since you mentioned the live chat, we have this conversations inbox, and you can connect all sorts of things here. You can set up live chat through HubSpot and put it on your website, and those live chats will come in here. If you have a team email address, contact us at whatevercompany.com. You can connect that in here, so those conversations come here too, and you can actually switch channels in the course of a conversation. You're live chatting with someone and they say, "Sorry, I have to go." You can say, "That's fine. I'll send you a quick email," and switch over to the email tab and send them an email. We recently added the ability to integrate WhatsApp here. So if you communicate with your customers over WhatsApp, you can receive and send WhatsApp messages from this same interface. And even if they record a voice message and send it to you, you can just hit play right here in the inbox, and it pulls it all into one spot. So your teams aren't opening a whole bunch of different tabs and trying to figure out what system this thing is in. It just HubSpot tries to function as your home base for all your customer facing teams.
I love this. Cal, I want to thank you so much for your time today. Just want to share how people can stay connected with you. You could connect with him here on LinkedIn. That's Cal. His information here. You could just copy and paste that as well. Cal, do you have any last minute nuggets, tips, and tools or information that you'd like to share with the audience today?
I feel like we covered a lot. I know we
We
kind of
did.
jumped all over the place. I honestly, if anyone's watching this and we're not already connected on LinkedIn, send me a connect request. Say you saw me here with Shamika, and I'm happy to connect. And if you have any questions about HubSpot, I'm happy to answer those. I post videos daily about HubSpot stuff on LinkedIn, so yeah, hit me up there. I'd love to talk one-on-one with any one of you.
Good, good. Well, thank you so much for that. I wanted to share my last minute things on how to stay connected with me. I am on LinkedIn as well. I also have a podcast. Audio is the new video. And so podcasting is definitely a place to be. I'm on all digital platforms as What's Your Ministry podcast. You can see here on the screen. So make sure you stay connected with me there. You can stay connected with me on LinkedIn as well. And earlier, I shared that I'm part of the Educational Partner Program. And through that program, I partner with Louisiana State University here in Shreveport, Louisiana. And so through the continuing education partner, through continuing education, you're able to grow your business online. So I'm offering 4 courses with them. I have built in the curriculum that I created that is part of this program. And right now, if you purchase those courses, you receive a $136 savings with bundling all of the courses. So you can see their business essentials and financing, advertising and marketing. We're going to be using a lot of tools in HubSpot, as well as in the technology and social media. We'll be using HubSpot tips and tools and things there as well. And I'll be talking about brand analysis and identification as well. So we appreciate you guys so much for joining us today. Definitely stay connected with us. I'm going to drop my link here on the screen as well here with LinkedIn. And so I'm on LinkedIn as Shamika McCoy, Comba MBA Marketing, as well as McCoy Marketing Solutions. So we appreciate your time today. Again, Kyle, thank you so much for being here today, sharing it with us a load of information. I'm going to be staying connected with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you wear that orange hat again.
Yeah.
Sharing some of those tips and tools. So thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for listening to another episode at What's Your Ministry podcast. Don't forget, real ministry goes beyond the Sunday morning podium into our everyday lives. Connect with us at McCoy Solutions University and at McCoy Solutions _ on all digital platforms. Have a blessed day.